Did you have this when you were a kid? Were you running to school?
No, I was not having anything like you running. I wasn't even at walking just, but not running.
And was the school close by?
Yes.
So you didn't get that help. Okay, well maybe you've got all that freshness in your legs because of that. But we look forward to you racing on Sunday. Thank you very much, firstly.
Thank you.
Betty, you've had a good year, including 2 half marathons. You've had a couple of good half marathons already this year, but only 1 race last year. You raced in March last year. I think, did you get injured the rest of the year? Where were you? What were you doing?
Thank you so much for this opportunity. The 2021, I just ran for the first season, that's on March, and then I go for military training. So I'm now representing Kenya Police.
But hold on, so last year you didn't race for most of 2022 because of military training?
Yeah.
Well, you're fresh at least, and good training.
Yes,
now, you've never run for Kenya, you've never pulled on a Kenya vest, as I understand it. Is the Olympic Games next year a dream for you?
Yeah, it's my dream, so I will try my best.
But at 10,000, or maybe will you run a marathon?
10,000 meters.
Now, the Kenyan Federation and sometimes the Ethiopian Federation are renowned for what you have to do. Most nations have a very clear selection policy. So in the USA, in the American Championships, if you're in the first 3, you're in the team. That's it. Very simple. And do you know anything about the Kenyan Championships, or the selection?
I think it's just maybe the test. You just have to pass you have to do the 3 times test, and then the good training. If you qualify to be the top 3,
you just got to be consistent.
Yeah.
You've run a really fast half marathon. You've run 66 minutes for the half marathon, which is quick. Have you got any plans to make a marathon debut?
Yeah, I might try the 2026.
Oh, in 2026?
Yeah, that's my plan.
That's years away, yeah? Why do you want to wait till 26? Commonwealth Games or what?
Yeah, I want to try maybe come to represent past Kenya in senior, because I started with cross country 2019 in junior, so my preparation now is maybe to represent Kenya 1 senior, and then I will go now to the marathon.
So focus after Sunday's race, focus is on 10,000 meters.
Yeah.
For next year.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this will give you plenty of strength. 25k.
Yeah.
2.5 times the distance. Okay. And you want a fast race?
After world champion, I didn't recover early, but I announced to run New York Marathon, but I didn't get recovery. That's why I'm cancelled. It was extremely hot world champion. So I was disappointed to win world champion, but I can't because of the weather. So for Sunday, I'm ready to do my best. I will try to win.
So the same as Merceline, you raced in Budapest in the marathon, and you found the conditions very difficult. It was incredibly, it was about 33 degrees, I think, and very humid in Hungary at the World Championships back in August. So a lot of athletes struggled. Interesting to hear that. You're good at everything, but maybe your sweet spot is half marathon. Your best distance is half marathon, but you can't run a half marathon in the Olympic Games. It's either 10k and then the big jump to the marathon. So what do you want to run in Paris at the Olympics?
I think it's difficult to come back in track. So if I got chance, I would try to participate Olympic in Paris marathon.
Marathon. It could still be hot. Paris gets pretty hot.
But it is my dream to participate Olympic. Yeah.
It's a great dream. That's a great dream to have. All right. Listen, thank you very, very much, Yalamazov. I think I'll leave it there from me. Any questions for three of our very best ladies?
Progress, moderate, not too fast. Because this 125K will be too fast, more than marathon. Yeah.
Are you worried about the weather? I mean, you know, the temperature here can be very hot, but I think the weather for Sunday morning is going to be pretty good. You know, you start early in the morning, 6:25, so you're not worried about the heat or humidity.
Yeah, I can't worry about the heat, but all now is to focus on Sunday's marathon.
What's the weather in Uganda and Kenya at the moment? Is it very hot and humid, or is it the rainy season? What's the weather at home?
Yeah, where I am now in Kapchorwa, now Kapchorwa is cool, not hot. So if we want to go to the hot place, we slope down. I know, my commander knows. Because I saw him somewhere in Kapchorwa. He knows down where we can go for the training, where it is low altitude.
Yeah, and it gets hotter.
Yeah, and you get the hot.
So in Kapchorwa, what do you call cold? What's the temperature in the mornings when you go running?
We go at 5:30.
And what is the temperature? 15, 17?
No, it depends on coach's training program. So if they have told you go for 90 minutes, you can go for 90 minutes.
No, but what is the temperature? How warm is it or cold is it?
Okay, the temperature. No, the temperature is like.
How do you motivate yourself? What makes you get up in the morning and want to go training? Is it to earn money for your family? Is it to just be a better runner for yourself? What is your motivation?
For me, I motivate myself with my family and the way I'm seeing our country, culture, stuff, and maybe it's talent and the way I love running. Yeah.
You just love running?
Yeah, I just love running. I started when I was very young. When I was told to go to the show, I used to run. Then I reached home fast. So it's just a talent that's in our blood, maybe.
So if you were not a professional runner, you weren't flying around the world and racing and making some money as a professional, would you still run several times a week? Would you still run because you love running?
Yeah. Even when I retire, I want to continue with the maybe even morning jogging. Yeah.
Okay. Yalamazov, what's your...
Just be determined in your heart, have faith, everything will be possible.
Of course, in India, cricket is king, and football is very popular as well, especially here in Kolkata. So, how do you persuade kids to try running and athletics? That's the big challenge. When most of their heroes are cricketers or football players in Europe or wherever.
Okay, they need also to look somebody who can motivate them. Like now, I've seen Indian girl who used to run also here. They need also to get that morale to be looking athletics. If you like looking football, you will be a footballer. If you like looking cricket, you will be a cricketer. So what I can just tell the young ones, just pick one thing and you keep on doing that thing. If you like watching athletics, you will become a champion and you will become an athlete. That is what I can tell them.
Good advice. Of course, India is developing mentors now. There's some world-class Indian athletes in a variety of disciplines, so hopefully kids will. You ran 2:05 in Dubai, and I'm guessing you want to run in Paris at the Olympic Games. So what is your next marathon, do you know?
Maybe his next marathon is maybe Mumbai.
In Mumbai, in January?
Yes, in Mumbai. But it's 25 kilometers for Mumbai for me is good. But his 25 marathon is a progress. This one is a fast, so it's good.
Mumbai is January, so, and then the Olympic Games marathon is in August. So is it possible you will run another one in April?
Maybe. Maybe it's maybe I run. I will try to beat the podium on day.
You haven't run a marathon yet. Is that in your plans? Do you have a plan to run the marathon?
Yes.
Do you know which race? Do you know where?
I'm going for Hamburg next year.
Where?
Hamburg.
Hamburg. That's a fast course. That's a good choice. And this would be if you haven't yet run for Kenya, have you? You haven't pulled on a Kenyan vest.
From Delhi. From when I finished running in Delhi, I went rest like 3 days. I started training. I never knew that I would come back to Delhi because it's very humid for me. I lose weight also. So, but it's good to be back again. I think
I think the conditions on